Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Strategic Preparations, the single-player testing series where we find out just how bad I am at X-Wing Champions or whatever other single-player content I can find. Anthony joining you once again, and we are continuing to hop on the X-Wing train. I know there's been a lot of this lately, but frankly, I've been really hot on it due to the fact that I have another HMP as well as a Hound's Tooth now, and also a Mining Guild tie. And B, it's my channel, I'll upload what I want as long as I am not pissing anyone off. But today we are continuing to test double HMP lists, and surprisingly enough, we are not using Geonosian prototypes, which, if you've watched any of my other HMP testing videos, that might come as a surprise. But I still wanted to use double HMPs because, might as well, because I have two of them now. And this is a list that I actually can almost build in real life. I just need to buy a Tri-Fighter and Hotshots and Aces for the Magpulse warheads, but that's something I'll deal with on my own time. But for now, let's talk about what exactly we've got here. So we have DIS 347 with fire control system, I can't speak, tracers and an intercept booster. DBS 32C with shield upgrade, landing struts, and Kraken, and then two Separatist Predators with energy shells, mag pulses, and repulsor lift stabilizers. Basically, the HMPs, I can speak, are doing most of the heavy lifting. The Hyena is going to land on a rock somewhere close to where the action is going to be and provide that Kraken bubble, while the Tri-Fighter, why am I forgetting everything all of a sudden? The Tri-Fighter's goal is basically to shoot up the board, wrap around, fire off the tracer threads, get multiple locks onto the board, and then I have networked aim going for the HMPs, that's what they're called. Now, I tried to record this earlier, but the first game was a blowout, and the second game, the simulator decided to soft lock on me, so, yeah, that's not getting uploaded. But one more thing I should mention. I've noticed that a problem I've been having in all these X-Wing videos is that I've been going up against random squadrons that have a ton of ships that are just based off sheer firepower. That isn't necessarily representative of what actually happens in the metagame and possibly just in X-Wing in general. So, I have enlisted my good friend the Wheel to determine what faction I shall play against. Now, we'll spin this wheel, we'll go to the popular list section on Dueling Book. Yes, I am aware this is not Dueling Book, this was Fly Casual. And go ahead and light me up all you want in the comments. I really don't care. Moving on. And go from there to see what that exactly we will be playing against. We'll pick a list and yeah. So, let's see what we get. Also, this may not be the last you see of the wheel, considering, like I said on Monday, Progression Roulette is coming for Yu-Gi-Oh! And we are going against Scum. Okay, so I will go do some digging, and, actually, it'll take me like 5 seconds. So, let's go back to Fly Casual. Almost called it Dueling Book. Okay, so here we are on the popular Scum Squad list, and, so we have Double Hyena, or almost, why did I say Double Hyenas? Double Fire Sprays, Fire Spray Fang Fighter, 4 M3As and 2 Fang Fighters, 4 Fang Fighters, Fire Spray, and a Jump Master, 2 Fangs, and a Fire Spray. A lot of Fire Sprays, surprisingly enough. Not robots. Kamagilla, Hawk, Karaz, Star Viper? That seems fun. Let's go up against this. Oh, lovely. Well, it turns out the game decided to, I wouldn't say crash, but it just gave me an error message and I couldn't advance. So let's try this again with this list. And it didn't completely crash on me, so let's just go against this. Why not? So, 2 Zealous Recruits, 2 Cartel Spacers with Ion Cannons, and then 2 more with Tractor Beams. This is 202 points. Never mind. Okay, third time's the charm, I guess. So stay away from this thing. Quad Star Vipers doesn't seem like a good idea. 5 M3As and 2 Mining Guild ties. What could possibly go wrong? Let's see here. Surisu, 4 Cartel Spacers, 2 Mining Guild Sentries. These are the same lists. Who cares? Let's load it. Okay, 2 Mining Guild Sentries, Surisu, 4 Spacers with Auto Blasters. Let's see how badly this ends. Albeit with Auto Blasters, Repulsor Stabilizers actually might not be too bad at playing around it. But we will see what happens. So, I'm going to take initiative because there's really no point in my opponent having it. So, okay, they're all over there. So, we're going to try and shoot this Tri-Fighter up and start locking. We will put the HMPs over there. And I gotta remember, can landing struts go on a No, it cannot. Okay, that's a problem. If we can get into the backfield, though, if I can get this hyena over to this rock right here, we might have some success. But we will see what happens. First things first, we need to get this Tri-Fighter into the action ASAP. So we're going to shoot this thing up the board. I'm going to shoot this thing up the board. We need to get in on the action as quickly as possible. So we're just going to go... We're going to go guns blazing, essentially. Is this probably going to end in disaster? Most likely. Do I care? Well, as long as it's quality gameplay, not really. Alrighty, so I will not detach the intercept booster because that would be a stupid decision. Okay, here comes the brigade of M3As. And this is one list that I definitely will not be pulling. Well, actually, maybe I could pull it off in real life. I just need to get a 4th M3A and a 2nd Mining Guild. Actually, no, 2 more M3As and a 2nd Mining Guild tie. So, yeah, so we're going to go 4 straight. We will slam another 4 straight. So that way next turn we can just turn in and start firing at things. We might actually, it doesn't seem like too bad of an idea to lock this one because both these guys will get a shot off. Oh, I can lock that one too. Ha! Do I flip the card here? I think maybe with this one, it actually isn't too stupid of an idea. And then with this one, we do not. Let's diversify the locking a bit, just so that way I have something to lock onto when it comes to, I really didn't need to do that, but whatever. When it comes to, next turn, if I blow this thing up. So we gotta get 4 damage through. Let's see how this goes. So, networked aim. We're gonna get this going. Of course, we roll another blank. We're off to a good start. Albeit they dodge it. Oh, well. Well, we burned it of its focus token, so that's at least something. Mag Pulse Warheads would be a dumb decision right now. Networked aim. We have that at the very least. And we pull a focus. Lovely. And, of course, they roll the evade naturally. Why wouldn't they? And then let's see if this doesn't... Did this seriously just do more than our HMPs? No, of course not, because, you know, that's how that works. And it looks like that the Tri-Fighter cannot shoot because disarm token. That's a thing. Okay, so we're going to be taking some damage early on. Pretty typical for HMPs, but at the very least, it's only chip damage. And why couldn't have we rolled that last roll? Could we just have swapped those 2 defense rolls? Well, I mean, we're not down on shields at all, so... Well, actually, we're only... No, I probably shouldn't have said that. Yep, shouldn't have said that. So we are down on shields on this one, which is unfortunate. There are no calculate tokens to keep, so now we just move on with our lives. So we just do a 2 straight here, and then I think this one has side slipping active, so I think this one might do a 2 bank and have this one... Do I have this one stop? Well, I mean, it already has a lock on somebody else, so I might as well. And besides, with networked aim rerolls, it's at least something. So, maybe it'll go well, maybe it won't. We'll see what happens. Yes, I will drop the intercept booster because there's really no point in keeping it. Oh! Well, that works out. My concern was that they would charge head-on, but I can side-slip into a much more favorable position now. Let's see here. Let's lock on to... Let's see, who do this... Okay, that guy is locked, but I think I need to start diversifying fire a bit. So I'm actually going to lock this one. Then we're going to have the hyena lock whatever this one is, just to have 2 locks on that. Then this HMP will side slip, lock onto this one. Okay, now I have 2 locks on 2 different ships. Do I want to flip this? No, I do not. We'll keep that in the inactive mode. I do not need to acquire a lock on anything else. I just realized I could have gained a calculate token. Oh my god, first time using a Tri-Fighter. So, yeah, okay, so this is the one we have locked with this guy. So we'll open fire. Mag Pulse Warheads is a stupid decision. I probably should have attacked with the hyena first, but... learning pains, let's just call them. And 2 evades. Shocker to absolutely nobody. Now, this is the one that I just attacked. That is not illegal. Fine, we'll shoot at this mining guild tie. You happy? That does absolutely nothing. Shocker. Oh, and then the Sarisu just to rub it in. Of course. We're not going to make that mistake twice. We are going to fire at, that's lock A, onto this guy. Not going to fire the thread tracers because that makes absolutely zero sense. I mean, I think we have to burn our lock here. All that for one hit. And they have a focus token, but our HMP should hopefully be able to do something. Magpulse Warheads would be a stupid decision. Hey, okay, we only needed one reroll anyways. That worked out. 3 hits. Now, as long as they don't roll 3 evades, and they didn't. So, yay? We're making progress, at least somewhere. Okay, now we're going to take a bunch of shots. Okay, that seems typical. Okay, this is more like it. Well, not that I want to be taking these hits. Oh, wait, that was on a hyena. Okay. These dice rolls are suspiciously going in my favor on defense. Albeit, I discovered a new button that allows me to see how things are going. Stat button. Never used this thing before. Let's take a look. So, we have each rolled 23 dice on attack. I've rolled 4 crits, 6 hits, 8 focuses, and 5 blanks. How has the AI rolled more blanks than I have? That just seems weird. They've rolled 6 evades, and I've barely managed to get anything. Huh? That is just bizarre. Anyways, moving on with our lives. Okay, so this guy's repulsor lift stabilizers is inactive. Do I just stop with this one? I think I do, actually. Then we straight it here. We send this thing blazing forward to get onto that rock. And then a 2 straight actually isn't the dumbest idea with this Tri-Fighter. Now let's zoom in. I probably should have done that a while ago. And my mic is still rolling, thankfully. There we go. Now we got a good camera shot. Up, K-turn's coming out. Up, there's a bump. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Oh, this is going to be a tight window. Yep, there we go. And we managed to get through that somehow, but it's probably going to end absolutely terribly because, yeah, there's a mining guild eye right there. Stop that. I will flip the repulsor lift stabilizers. That seems like a good idea. So let's see. Let's trigger this thing's ability first, and which one? We'll acquire a lock on that one, and I will... This thing's getting shot twice. He's getting shot once. Ugh. He needs the calculate token more than the Tri-Fighter does, so we'll just do that. So Sarisu's going to fire at the Tri-Fighter, and we roll... Well, might as well leech the calculate token at this point. So, 1 crit, and... Oh, it was a tractor beam shot. Interesting. I don't know. Anyways, now, this can't shoot, but this can. Well, might as well fire the Tri-Fighter over here first. See what we can get. Do we lock this, or do we FCS? I think we FCS this, actually. Well, nah, this thing's probably going to die anyways. Okay, the lock actually paid off in this situation. And we actually managed to get the damage through needed to blow this thing up. So that's a shot off our Tri-Fighter, or HMP, depending, or not HMP, Hyena. I always confuse those two. Anyway, so what has locks on it currently? That does. So I guess we focus fire this one over here. We're not going to be getting any rerolls thanks to networked aim, but when you roll like that, you don't really need it. We'll fire at this one. Only getting 2 dice, but nope, that doesn't go through. That can't attack. And now this is where the return fire comes in, but at the very least, there's 1 shot off the board in terms of what's firing at the Tri-Fighter. So 2 shots coming into that HMP. We managed to only take a damage out of that, or a single shield out of that, I think. And then there's that. That's good to see. The Hyena's going to start taking some shots and dodge it. Okay, maybe we didn't need that calculate token. We'll see, though. I'm not going to say anything with certainty because Have you seen any of the videos titled "The Dice Gods Hate Me"? Yeah, they actually hate me. But they've actually been cooperating today, so, or at least here, so that's something, I guess. Okay, so this is the one with the stabilizers active. Hopefully this cluster clears out, so... Yeah, I think I just do that. That'll clear out, so I think I can get away with a 2-turn here. This Tri-Fighter, I think, needs to do a 5K, and then we'll land this thing on the rock. So, we'll have that in our position for what we want to do. There's a bump. There's a K-turn. There's another K-turn. There's a bump. There's a turn, and we'll do that. That bumps, but I do have a decent shot on this one. Yes, I will flip repulsor lift stabilizers. Now, what has locks on it? Okay, that one we can actually hit out the side arc, so that's actually not too bad. So I'll just calculate up here and see if we can get some additional damage. And we will land on the rock and calculate up, and then pull a 5K turn with the Tri-Fighter. Alrighty. And Sarisu fires at the rear of the, let's see here. So, ability, who are we going to lock onto? Let's just get another lock on this thing. I am not going to coordinate because, frankly, he needs that calculate token more than the Tri-Fighter does. Oh, yeah, definitely. Well, actually, looking at it, either way, it's just dead. Oh, it was a tractor beam. Oh, that's... Huh? That was a weird decision, but who am I to question it? Anyways... Let's get some shots going on that. Side arcs are awesome. Networked aim kicks in. And gives us absolutely nothing. And the defense roll decides to cooperate with giving us absolutely nothing. Now, this is definitely an energy shell charge moment. We have... let's see. We can spend the calculate to convert that focus to a crit. And we have networked aim for the blank. Does us absolutely nothing. But we do manage to get a crit through, so... Oh, wait, it got 8 by the shield. Okay, maybe that was a mistake in terms of attack sequencing, but we can still get some things going here, hopefully, with this Tri-Fighter. And fire control system actually takes effect, because that actually worked out. Now, the defense sites just have to cooperate, which they do, and that is another dead... what's this thing called? M3A. I almost called it a Cartel Spacer, but it technically is the same thing, so who cares at this point? Jesus, this has already been going for 18 minutes? Good lord. Anyways, so 2 hits coming into my Hyena, and it looks like that is going to be game over once this Mining Guild tie fires. Yep, there goes the Hyena. Didn't really do anything. I mean, it did draw some fire off my HMP, so... I mean, that's a plus. Now, I gotta remember, dude, Tri-Fighters only have 3 hull. Okay, I couldn't remember, so... This one has its side slipping active. This one does not. I just need to get out of there. 2 turn this way seems like a decent idea, and then 2 straight there seems decent. So I just got to remember to sequence the movement right. So the sentry will move, then the spacer. That potentially blocks the Tri-Fighter. We're going to do this first, get out of the way, and... calculate up, because we have a range 1 shot. Then do that, and... I guess we just acquire a lock on this guy here for networked aim. And we calculate up. There's a K-turn over a rock, and they actually take a damage. Okay. At the start of the combat, I will... At start of combat, I will get to acquire a lock there, so, yeah, that's 2 locks on that. That worked out fairly well, I guess. So, negating the shot onto that HMP, and this is where the fun begins. So, so we have networked aim for the blank. We've got 2 blanks, but we got to calculate. But we got the blow up anyways, so, or we have to ship 2 blow up, I should say. My god, I still cannot speak correctly. Like, then again, do you expect me to do anything correctly? Let's see here. What is that result? Yeah, just gonna calculate. Oh, that was a pretty good result. Okay, this I don't think can fire at anything. Yeah, it can't. What the heck happened there? But we got a crit. Oh, wait, I took a crit. Oh, boy. Regardless, I still am in a decent position right now. So I'm just going to one straight there. I'm going to two turn there. And I think I just... Do I 3K turn here, I think? Yeah, that seems like the correct play. So, 3K turn. Okay, so we 3K turn. This hopefully, or Sarisu will hopefully come flying up here. This will bump. That will turn. I think I actually will flip the stabilizer so I can do a turn over here and then come back in. Now, let's see. What doesn't have locks on it? We need to get the lock action economy going here soon. Sarisu is probably going to be a priority target, so I'm going to lock that so my Tri-Fighter can lock it. Okay, that actually worked out fairly well. So we'll lock onto that, and first things first, Sarisu's going to fire at that HMP. I only get one die, but I do manage to cancel out a hit, so I only lose a... I gain a tractor token. Why does that thing so tractor happy? Like, I don't get it. Now we're going to fire at this thing. Not going to fire thread tracers, because really there doesn't seem to be a point to. We get one damage through, so that's at least... Oh, they have their ability. Right. Okay, never mind. Let's see what we get here. Networked aim will kick in. Will kick in. I can speak. And that does absolutely nothing. Shocker. Now we do have a shot over here, so we might be able to do something. And double blanks again, but networked aim. Are you kidding me? Well, that happened. Why must the dice gods do this to me? Just why? Okay, let's get back to taking a beating. The Tri-Fighter, unsurprisingly, takes absolutely nothing there, but now we're in a bit of a weird situation. Thankfully, though, this HMP's repulsor stabilizers are active, so we'll be able to do a two-turn there. Hopefully this clears and we can just do a one straight there. The Tri-Fighter, I think we're going to do a... Actually, only a two-turn seems like a good idea, just because maybe they'll do a K-turn here, and then I'll be able to face them and... we'll see how that goes. Okay, so three straight there. A one turn, or almost called it a turn. That's a bank. Almost called it a wheel randomly as well. I will flip that, actually. Let's see. Does this guy have a lock on anything? No, but Sarisu is a priority target, so let's lock him. Side slip and calculate. Now let's see what Sarisu does. What does Blinded Pilot do again? I cannot find it anywheres. Yeah, no, let's get rid of that. Okay, they pulled the K-turn, so I have a shot here, but I still have to actually survive this shot from Sarisu, and this is at range 1. It's a tractor beam. Okay, that's actually... I'm fine with that. I don't even take a tractor token, so that's at least a plus. So we'll fire on this. We'll fire the primary. We're going to have to burn our lock, because duh. And 3 hits. Okay, but there's probably going to be a couple of evades in there, and okay, that worked out. So now what do I want to focus fire over here? Probably that, just because it has a secondary that can be potent. That does absolutely nothing. But we have another HMP over here, and we have an energy shell charges to fire off. And that's a pretty good roll. I popped the shield, I guess. Could have been better. And we take another hit here, and it's only a shield. Okay, so we're actually looking fairly decent, all things considered. So, the Tri-Fighter is the question here. First things first, though, I'm going to be doing a 2 straight here. This is going to side slip this way. The Tri-Fighter, though, is the weird piece in this equation. Oh my god, I forgot I had the 1 talon roll. I keep forgetting this thing has that. Well, I mean, it's hard to keep forgetting when this is my first time using this thing, so not really sure exactly what that... Are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? Of course that happens, and now I bump. Lovely. Let's see, what has the locks on it? Sarisu, we'll just calculate up. And you know what? I think we will actually flip repulsor stabilizers and calculate. Okay, so this is just a bump fest over here. Taking a shot onto that HMP does absolutely nothing. Okay, we're getting somewhere. So, Sarisu, I mean, I gain an extra die on the shot and deny them of a range bonus, so this is actually a smart decision. Oh, of course, now they roll no blanks. It's okay, we got rid of Sarisu. That is huge for the defensive game. So we'll fire at this one. Okay, Panic Pilot. That does absolutely nothing right now. I cannot fire with anything. So now this Cartel Spacer fires and does absolutely nothing. Are we seriously going to win this? Where'd that other Mining Guild tie? Okay, there's that Mining Guild tie. Okay, we might actually win this. That is surprising to say the least, considering my luck. But I think, again, those weird lists that were just 4 of the same ship just maybe wasn't used to playing against them. I think we just do double 1 straights here to try to kill box this thing. Or the Spacer. We'll see what happens. Okay, so we will be able to kill box something. Okay, this Mining Guild tie is over there, so we'll deal with that in a minute. And thankfully our things can actually move fairly quickly. Let's get a lock on something. Let's get a lock on this, because then we'll do this. Yes, we will acquire a lock on this guy, and then move that up. No, I do not want to flip repulsor lift stabilizers. I will acquire a lock on this one. So, I will skip that. And let's fire at... No point in using the mag pulses because I already have 3 dice off the primary. And we managed to blow this thing up. Okay. So now we get to fire at the Mining Guild tie, if I can actually get this thing working. Okay, so it's another range 1 shot, so there's no point in firing mag pulses. We do have networked aim. Hit, hit, crit. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. And that does absolutely nothing because focus token. That Mining Guild tie will get a shot on this HMP, which does absolutely nothing. We made them burn their focus token. Okay, I will take it. Albeit I rolled an evade, so I would have preferred they use their focus token. Actually, no, wait. They would have died had they not spent that focus. No, wait. What did they? I don't remember. You do, probably. Okay, so this... The stabilizers here are active, so let's do a 3-turn there. Then let's do another 3-turn, and then let's do a 2-turn here. So we'll do this one, and then finally the Tri-Fighter. So that's coming around. 3-turn. Let's calculate, I guess. That's a bump. That's not good. That's another bump, but I think I might have a shot. I will get to acquire a free lock, so that's at least something. Assuming I didn't already have a lock on this thing, so we'll skip that. This cannot fire. Yep, and we'll just see what we can do to this thing. Well, we have the calculate and double networked aim, so that's at least something. We get another hit out of the deal, but how likely is this to go through? Well, we managed to get 1 hit through at the very least, so that's something. Firing on the Tri-Fighter, and we don't take anything. So that's at least a positive. Now, what do I want to do here? I think the play now is to send this HMP after this thing, just to start getting some damage on it. 1 Talon roll this way, so that way I can try and trap this guy, and that's an inactive stabilizer, so I think a 2-turn wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Let's just hope this works out. 3K turn. Okay, so the Talon roll was a good call for the Tri-Fighter, so we'll get this out of there first, and lock onto this thing, because I still have mag pulse charges that I can use to deny a range bonus. We'll move this thing as far forward as possible. And turn in, not flip that. I probably should have flipped that now that I think about it. And we will go ahead. And this thing already has a lock on it, so we will just calculate. Okay, so we're going to skip that. And let's see what we can do here. So first, let's go over here and fire the mag pulses, see what happens. Networked aim for a single reroll. 2 hits. Okay, that's decent. And it helps when they rolled absolutely 0 blanks, and a fuel leak, and jam token gets enabled too, so that's at least a positive. Now I have the hiccups all of a sudden. Lovely. And, there goes that. Okay, we're getting somewhere with this. Confirm, because that will get blown up. I don't know why it asks that, but we will make things work. So maybe, actually, this wasn't too bad of an idea, but we'll figure out a way to get this thing over there, so we'll do that. And this guy, I think we just do a 1 straight here, since we do have that side arc that we can play with. Oh, and he flies right in front of us. How convenient. Let's see. We already have a lock on it, so let's calculate. That was a stupid decision on my part. Let's go ahead and boost and bank. Not going to link a calculate, because frankly, there's no point to. And let's just unleash the primary and get our network game reroll for a hit crit. Okay, after the calculate token. And we managed to get that final hit through, and we actually won a game for once. Okay. Well, this has already been going for a half an hour. This is a screen we have not seen in a while. So, yeah, the key is not to use the random squad button, because, frankly, that just is unrealistic. Well, I mean, maybe it is, or maybe I just need to get good. We'll see. But regardless, hopefully you enjoyed what you saw here today. If you did, there's a little red button you can push down below to show that. And, yeah, we'll try to get other games on the channel, I promise. It's just right now we're in a bit of... We're in a bit of a void, I can speak, so you'll have to forgive us while we fall back on our standbys, essentially. So, yeah, that's really everything I have to say, so that will do it for this video. Peace out, y'all.